Hi everyone, and welcome back to Authentic Worth Publishing, bringing worth back into you through storytelling and book writing. I want to first and foremost take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to our new recent subscribers. You are very welcome on this platform. I'm really hoping that the videos that you've watched so far have been an inspiration onto you for your journey in writing, and I'm really looking forward to discussing this next topic about building confidence as a writer. Now, at times when it comes to writing a book, it can feel quite daunting because there's so much you have in your mind that at times you don't even know when to stop. And this is one of the reasons why having an accountability partner is so essential towards your writing journey in the entire process. Now, I'm going to start with my journey because in 2016, when I wrote my first book, It's Time to Heal, I didn't have an accountability partner. So if you are in that season where you want to write a book, but you feel stuck, or you start, but then you don't finish, I do implore you to invest in an accountability coaching partner. And it's really important that we don't see it as an expense, but we see it as an investment. When I think about how we work as a business, each month where we provide specific and bespoke accountability sessions with our authors, it just makes it so worthwhile. And some of the testimonials that we have got, which you are welcome to check our website, authenticworth.com/testimonials, will show you how beneficial our coaching sessions have been. So for more information about how they work, you are welcome to visit our website on authenticworth.com and see everything that we offer there. But in the meantime, I want to really touch upon the beauty of confidence when it comes to writing. Now, confidence is different to everyone, especially as writers, because everyone writes differently. And I'm not also referring to just your handwriting on a piece of paper. I'm referring to your intellectual knowledge when you're typing or using your phone to take notes. We know that writing is such a gift and it is such a key skill that is needed more than ever. Writing is a gift that you give onto your community. And when you are writing your book, you have to realize that you're writing with the end in mind, which is that reader. How is my writing skills going to benefit those who are going to buy the book? So the first thing that you need to do in order to build that confidence and knowing that you are qualified and capable of writing a book is surrounding yourself with other authors. I know from experience that when I started my book writing journey, I was surrounded by authors. And my first opportunity of being a part of the author community was joining a workshop in 2016. And when I joined that event, it really changed my life. Although I didn't realize that I had a book in 2014 that I didn't complete, I used that opportunity to complete my book in 2 years for my first book. And that first book is called It's Time to Heal, which is one of our best sellers on Amazon to date. And I tell you, when that book came to my house, I cried. You know that feeling when you're actually an author? You've got your own book in your hand, the book that you have written that took you how long only you would know, finally being in your hands, from vision to reality. This is the life that we want to see, and this is how confidence is built. Confidence is also built through speaking to people about your writing journey. I'm personally a strong advocate of not sharing that you've published a book until it's done, because you can end up talking about it and then procrastinating. But if you are someone that is very disciplined or you want genuine feedback, that's also a good way to build that confidence when it comes to writing your book. I do believe that in order to get your book out in the public, you need to be able to confide in someone that you can trust and that they can give you feedback. A lot of authors tend to shy away from feedback because they don't know if it will be good. Maybe they've put in a lot of work for that book and they think it won't sell. But you have to remember that book is not just for you. If you think about someone's birthday, you're not going to buy that person a gift and keep it for yourself. You're going to give it to the birthday celebrant. A book is a gift that you give to your community. Therefore, whatever you are writing, you need to be confident that everything that is written in that book will meet their needs, just as a birthday gift can meet the needs of the celebrant. So when it comes to that confidence and building yourself up when writing that book, it starts with that. Identifying what that person likes, what that person doesn't necessarily like, and how you can provide a solution. Providing solutions is a key skill that writers are qualified and capable of doing if they take their time to do their market research. And I know market research can be very long, it can be boring at times. Sometimes you don't even know whether you're using the right source or the right links. But this is why it's important to take your time to research effectively. And also researching through networking events. You can meet people in person, you can talk to people. But one of my great attributes of networking and researching is through joining organisations such as the British Library, such as the London Book Fair. There are so many profound associations out there that can help you with your book writing journey. And for those of you who may not even know, your local bookstores. Find out what they're doing, find out how they're selling. There are so many bookshops right now that if you take your time to actively go there and speak with the management or speak to a staff member and find out how it's going, what books are selling, how is the market going, ask them these questions. You will be very surprised at how much you will learn from them. It's really important that we are able to find ways that we can increase our confidence when it comes to writing. And again, I speak about this in most of my videos, purpose. If you don't know the purpose behind why you want to write a book, it will not sell. So for example, I wrote a book with my husband about the cost of intentional marriage. And I'm going to show you the book because it's here right now. This book is catered to those who desire to be married, but those who are already married at the same time. So we've identified in this book certain areas that we believe people, particularly men and women who desire marriage, to invest in this book to benefit themselves when they get married, and those who are already married to increase and enhance their marriage. So it's really important that we remember why we do what we do. You're not just going to wake up in the morning and just say, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. There must be a specific plan for that day. Or you have an exam, but you don't attend your lectures or your seminars and you expect to pass. But when you are intentional about how you can build your confidence in writing, it starts off with purpose. And we know right now that it is really important that the books that we are writing and publishing add value and provide solutions, that they are purposeful for who we are and where we are going. I enjoy reading books that resonate with the season that I'm in. So if I'm in a season, for example, where I feel like I need to grow in business or I need to learn more about the process of being global as a business owner, then I need to invest in international business books. And that's how you build your confidence. Reading is so important to your growth. Reading is so essential to your writing journey as well. And whether you realize it or not, you actually do get inspiration and creativity from reading other books. And this is something that I've learned. And alongside books, listening to podcasts, listening to interviews of people who have made it, and not being intimidated by people who are already ahead of you, but being inspired by them. We have to get rid of that mindset of, I'm not going to ask this person for help because they are already ahead of me. You are setting yourself up to stay on the same level. And I know as authors and as creatives, we are not born or destined to stay on the same level. If the years are going by every single time, then we also need to keep moving forwards. So you have to be very careful at how you share things and how you speak about your journey and the people that you don't want to be around. Because it may feel intimidating that you are still in the same position. But when you are exposed to people who are higher than you, remember that there are people who genuinely want to help you out there. Even when it comes to publishing a book. And for those who specifically do it all by themselves, I do salute you because it is a lot to publish a book alone. But if you want a professional touch, you should invest in an independent book publishing company, or you can invest in freelancers. And what does that mean? So you can hire an editor, you can hire a proofreader, you can hire a book cover designer if you want to cut costs, of course. But if you really want the full package, learn how to work with a publisher. Don't do this journey by yourself. Throughout all my journey of publishing my books, I've always had a team to help me. And even up till now, we are growing. And that is only because we've had to ask and seek that help. And that's how we get better. And the people that work with us, they are inspired by us. Our book cover design team, they are immaculate. And I'm so grateful for all that they've done for every single author that's published with us. And again, their inspiration and the way they draw, the way they illustrate, gives ideas not only to myself, but to our authors. And therefore, that book cover that is created attracts the right audience. At some point, I'm going to speak about the importance of hiring and having a great book cover. If you would like to see this video happen, please leave a comment down below. And finally, I want to give you this point. Take it easy and enjoy the journey. Writing a book has no time limit because your life is a journey and your life is a testimony. So when you think about how much you've been through, you can take the time to collate that into a book. And we know that our lives are so precious that it cannot be rushed. So when you think about the book that you desire to write, ask yourself, how do I start? Pace by pace does it. It's about taking the time to write down bullet point by bullet point, just little notes of how you want your book to look, a brief overview of how you believe it should look, having a vision in your mind, writing it down on a piece of paper and making it a reality by working on it every single day. And that takes time. And because it takes time, you need to be gracious, you need to be patient, and you also need to be adaptable, especially when the feedback comes. If there's anything that I've learned that has helped Authentic Worth Publishing grow, is constructive feedback. And we are all here for it. And that's why as our subscribers are growing, we are also learning what you want us to do. And that helps us to be more creative. So again, if there are any specific topics that you have right now that you need support on, please leave them down in the comment section below and we will be happy to record a video on that topic. But without further ado, I want to firstly congratulate those who have published a book this year. I want to celebrate our authors so far, Adeze, Hannah and Dawn, and we have many more authors to come for the remaining year. So do stay tuned. If you want to see some of our authors' books, you are welcome to follow us on Instagram at Authentic Worth, or as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are mainly on Instagram for our author interviews, so you are welcome to follow us there. But without further ado, I want to take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to those who have listened to this video and those of you who will be intentional about getting your book written. It's one thing to think about it being published for people to buy, but it's another thing for you to start the process. That's why I always say, don't overthink it, just write it. And when you start thinking about that, the ideas and the creativity will start flowing naturally. When they start flowing, write it down because you don't want to forget. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm really hoping that it has encouraged you and it will continue to inspire you to keep writing until that book is completed again. And if there's any topics that you would like me to discuss, as always, leave them down in the comment section below. Till next time, I'll see you in our upcoming video. Take care, everyone, and all the best with your writing journey. Bye-bye.